Welcome to ZPHS School ROMPIVALASA. Today topic is types of relative clauses. There are two types of relative clauses. First one, defining relative clause. Second one, non-defining relative clause. Which is defining relative clause? Which is non-defining relative clause? It depends on its antecedent. If the antecedent is self-explanatory, the relative clause is non-defining relative clause. If the antecedent is not self-explanatory, the relative clause is defining relative clause. When is antecedent self-explanatory? If the antecedent has this, that, these, those as adjectives, it is self-explanatory. If the antecedent is proper nouns, it is self-explanatory. If the antecedent has possessive adjectives such as my, our, your, his, her, their, etc., it is self-explanatory. Now examples. Identify the types of relative clauses. First example. He is my friend who is a doctor. Here relative clause is who is a doctor. Antecedent is my friend. Here antecedent is self-explanatory because it has possessive adjective my. So this clause is called non-defining relative clause. Second example. Raju who speaks English well is here. Here relative clause is who speaks English well. Antecedent is Raju. Here antecedent is self-explanatory because it is proper noun. So this clause is called non-defining relative clause. Now some more examples. Third example. I have a new watch which my father bought for me. Here relative clause is which my father bought for me. Antecedent is a new watch. Here antecedent is not self-explanatory. So this clause is called defining relative clause. Fourth example. The teacher whose bag is here teaches us English. Here relative clause is whose bag is here. Antecedent is the teacher. Here antecedent is not self-explanatory. So this clause is called defining relative clause. Now some more examples. Fifth example. This is Ram, whom I know very well. Here relative clause is whom I know very well. Antecedent is Ram. Here antecedent is self-explanatory because it is proper noun. So this clause is called non-defining relative clause. Sixth example. I know the reason why he has come. Here relative clause is why he has come. Antecedent is the reason. Here antecedent is not self-explanatory. So this clause is called defining relative clause. Now some more examples. Seventh example. Please find the house where your grandfather lived. Here relative clause is where your grandfather lived. Antecedent is the house. Here antecedent is not self-explanatory. So relative clause Now some more examples. Ninth example. The book that I read was interesting. Here relative clause is that I read. Antecedent is the book. Here antecedent is not self-explanatory. So relative clause is defining relative clause. 10th example. The way how he sang songs was impressive. Here relative clause is how he sang songs. Antecedent is the way. Here antecedent is not self-explanatory. So relative clause is defining relative clause. Now some more examples. 11th example. This teacher who teaches English is very kind. Here relative clause is who teaches English. Antecedent is this teacher. Here antecedent is self-explanatory because it has this adjective. So this clause is called non-defining relative clause. 12th example. ZPHS ROMPIVALASA, which is a good school, was established